Alright, this is question number 4, I guess. Alright, now this question here is the same as is similar to the previous question we did before. So what we have here is, so I'm going to call this column A, and then you have here to be column B. So let's say this is column A, and we'll call this column B. So now what the question tells us to determine is to determine which of these, just the same way we explained it anyway. So we want to find which is greater. Is it K or 2, or are they equal, or is the information here insufficient to determine a relationship between the two of them? Alright, now what you'd observe here is the K we are given here is the sum of some certain terms. Now you might begin to think that, how then do I begin to sum all these things? Now notice, whenever you're told to do something in this kind of exam, you should always know that there is always a faster and then more efficient way of doing some problems. So if you begin to add all these numbers and then finding the LCM, you know you're wasting a whole lot of time. Now what you'd observe here is you have 1 here, you have 1 all over 2 here, you have 1 all over 4 here, you have 1 all over 8 here. Now what you'd observe, this is a geometric series. How did I know? Now when you multiply 1 by half, you have 1 all over 2. 1 all over 2 by half, you have 1 all over 4. 1 all over 4 by half, you have 1 all over 8. And then you keep on going. When you multiply 1 all over 64 by half, you also have 1 all over 128. So that tells us that this is a geometric series, and the common ratio, like we have just seen, the common ratio is 1 all over 2. So you're told to sum a geometric series. So that is K. We are told that K is the sum of a geometric series. So that means if I can find the sum of this geometric series, I can find the value of K. Now having known the value of K, then I can determine either K or 2, which is greater, or if they are equal. Alright, now how then do I find this? Now what you observe here is for this geometric series, when I count them, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8 of them. So the number of terms in the geometric series is 8. So you have n equals 8. And then the first term of the geometric series is 1. So a equals 1. And also what we observed, like we observed here, is the common ratio. The common ratio is half. This is what we have. Now you'd recall from your undergraduate that the sum of n terms of a geometric series is given by the formula S. The sum of n terms equals a into 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r, or 1 negative r. So what we want to do is we want to sum the 8 terms. So in place of n, I'm going to write 8. So what we have here is the sum of the 8 terms is going to be, now the first term we have here is 1, so we do not need to write that. So that's going to be 1 into 1 minus, now our r is 1/2, so that's going to be 1 over 2 all to the power our n is 8 divided by 1 negative r, so our r is half. So this is going to give you, this is 1 minus, so 1/2 to the power 8 is going to give you 1 over 2 to the power 8 divided by 1 negative half, that is half. So this is 1 negative 1 all over 256, that is 2 to the power 8 is 256 divided by 1/2. So 1 minus 1 all over 256 is going to give you 255 divided by 256, then all divided by 1/2. So let's write our solution. Let's write it here. So that is S8 equals, so 200, and that when you divide that, you have 2 multiplied by 255 divided by 256. So now this is what we have. This is what we have for K. So our K here is 2 times 255 divided by 256. So how do we know which is greater? I guess it's very clear now. So you know 255 divided by 256. So what you'd observe here is 255 is less than 256. So definitely this number must be less than 1, since the numerator is less than the denominator. So that tells you that when you multiply both the left and the right hand side by 2, so 2 times this and then 2 times this, so this is just 2 times 255 divided by 256 is going to be less than 2. So we recall that this number here is k, while this is 2. So that is, we have shown that k is less than 2. So that implies that 2 is greater of the dual. So our answer is going to be B, since B is greater than A. And that completes the problem. Thanks for watching.